Hello, Robert, and thank you for joining me to discuss the InsurTech Office Hours program with the Society of Actuaries. I recently met with Rob from InterGenData to share insight from an actuarial perspective from his InsurTech startup's ongoing effort. So, Rob, to get started, let's tell us first about InterGenData.
Well, thank you for having me here, Jose. And InterGenData is a company that's built technology that can predict the health and wealth life events of your clients. In turn, our data will allow you to know what's likely to happen, when it could occur, and how much it would cost them. Today, we predict 93 different events like marriages and homes and cars and even some sicknesses like Alzheimer's and cancer. And we do this so that insurance companies can really grow their top line, increase engagement, mitigate customer attrition, and improve in profitability by providing them the right product at the right time.
Okay, Robert, you just said, because now I call you Robert because you got me off track with your 93 events. As an actuary, I'm saying 93 events. He must have forgotten one. So, what were you looking for when you decided to speak with an actuary as part of the program?
Simply put, I was looking for the truth. I wanted to know what an actual senior actuary would think about our company, would think about our data, would think about my product, the vision, our approach. We all know data is king, and that the one who can use data the most effectively is probably going to win. So when Plug and Play provided us with the opportunity to speak to the actuary and through the Society of Actuaries, I jumped in. I said, this is an opportunity to speak to thought leaders, people who knew the data inside and out. I was thrilled. These are the practitioners who could help me, who could understand what my company was about, and also help me understand what I should be looking out for or where there might be gaps in what I'm thinking. So I was absolutely thrilled, jumped in head first. Again, it's for truth and the potential of our data to see if it can change the world.
Yeah, well, I would say, how did the outcome compare to your expectation? Because my expectation was that I was looking forward to hear about InterGenData, and so I was pleased. So, not putting any words into your mouth, but your expectations were they sort of met, maybe?
That's an easy question. If the scale of ranking was from 1 to 10, this was a solid 20. I don't say that being flippant. I really mean it. I couldn't have expected more truth, more guidance and understanding, but more importantly, the direction to what I should and how I should think about it. One of the issues with data is data can be taken in so many different ways, so many different contexts. And after the meetings, I was better able to understand what actuaries really do during the day. And that's from the perspective of risk or product or profit. And it also led me to understand how my data was important in the various ways that they use data. So it's the context or contextualization of how my product could help them and how I needed to speak to the various constituents. As I said before, data is king, but in some instances, you have to think about data as oil, maybe, that will help and increase a frictionless type of onboarding of a new customer. And in another area, it might be a knight, someone who's out there to charge and go and find the risk, someone who's using it to go a different way. In either case, it's about how does in either case, it's about how that data relates to that person in what they're trying to do and in what the company does. So my outcome was answered threefold in many areas, and a lot of that thanks to you. So thank you.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, obviously, Rob. But on the 20 mark, there were two of us. I'll take it 10 and I'll give 10 to the other one, to the other very knowledgeable, experienced actuary that was sharing the program with me and speaking with you. Now, to add to your data, I'd like to quote Jenny Rometty from IBM, who's saying that data is a natural resource of the 21st century. So InterGenData clearly has a product that can be leveraged from. So, so in going through this program, did you get most or all of your questions answered?
I did. I got actually quite a bit more. As a startup, one of the top highlights in the progression of our company to becoming an enterprise-worthy provider was this actual event. It was getting to the people who knew what we did and where we can go. It was understanding where we have to change, where we have to adapt. The way I like to say, iron sharpens iron, but that means both sides have to burr and lose a little piece of themselves. So it's not about pride, it's about understanding where we could go. And not only did I get that answer, it was the wisdom, and it was through the experience, it was through the openness of the people that I met. And that was just, plain and simple, it was off the charts. So I couldn't have asked for a better set of meetings. I couldn't have asked for a better set of people to interact with. And so I'm all about the Society of Actuaries. So keep it going.
Yeah, well, Rob, thank you so much for discussing your this work and your experience in this program. Everyone, thank you for joining us. And I have to say, I was lucky enough to have follow-up calls with Rob. So anyone who would like to get in touch with Rob, InterGenData, it's a company to follow. And we wish you all the best with the future of your startup. Thank you.
Thank you.